Welcome to Alexandria, Caesar. King Ptolemy awaits you.
How old are you? How old are you?
Old enough to rule, Caesar.
12.
12. Ah.
I am old enough to rule.
And you are?
I'm Arsinoe, Queen of Egypt.
Not according to your father.
My father's dead.
But he paid his debts to Rome, Arsinoe.
Caesar, if I may explain.
Who is this man?
Pothinus, the king's prime minister.
Later. Where is your eldest sister?
Cleopatra has left the country.
Yes.
Do you have our money?
Cleopatra's scheming has brought our country to its knees. Under the present circumstances, unfortunately, we are unable to pay our debt to Rome.
That is no problem. I'll simply take it.
Great Caesar,
Go on.
if you were to support Arsinoe as queen.
I will ensure the peace and prosperity of this nation.
Caesar, where is your army?
Pelusium.
Ah. Defending Egypt from Cleopatra. She must be very dangerous to you. I'd like to meet this girl who calls herself a goddess.
Come with me.
Who are you?
I'm Olympus, the Queen's physician. Quickly.
Olympus, this woman, she's a whore.
So I'm told, Martin.
Come. What is your name?
Chiushiba, Your Majesty.
I'm told you're the most accomplished courtesan of Ashkelon. I want a man to fall in love with me.
I see. But there's so much to tell.
Is there an art to it? To making love?
Oh, yes. Men like to be touched. But every man is different.
This man is a conqueror.
Such a man is easy to take to bed. But it's harder to hold his interest. You must always make him believe. No matter how much you've given him, there's still more to conquer.
Remarkable, isn't it?
It is indeed.
They say you can see the beam 35 miles out to sea. What news on Ptolemy's army?
They haven't moved. Still at the border, guarding against Cleopatra.
How many men?
20,000.
If they turn on us, we'll be outnumbered 5 to 1.
Hail, Caesar.
Enobarbus.
We've loaded 6 ships with grain.
Good. That'll be enough to cover Ptolemy's debt to us for the moment. We don't want the people to starve.
Most of the grain has been taken by the royal army for its war against Cleopatra. What's left is being plundered.
Bring me the royal store master.
Mighty Caesar, you must believe me. I had no part in stealing that grain.
Execute him.
No, please! I can return it. It was Pothinus! It was Pothinus!
Pothinus? He's probably selling it to our enemies in the east.
Pity one can't castrate a eunuch.
What's going on?
I have to go in! Do something! Hey!
I'm sorry, Imperator, but this man says he has a gift for you. A beautiful rug, sire. From Queen Cleopatra?
From Cleopatra? Leave it there.
But you have not examined it yet.
Tomorrow.
Your Majesty, I mean, sire, Queen Cleopatra insisted I unroll it in your presence at once.
Then do so. How many men do we have guarding the harbor?
2 centuries.
Triple them. They mustn't lose control of the port. Place your men here, here, and here. If they attack us, the harbor's our only way out. You're very young to be a goddess.
I am the daughter of Isis.
Cleopatra.
Caesar.
And what brings you to Caesar?
My father was a loyal ally to Rome, and it was me he crowned before he died. I am the true ruler of Egypt.
Your sister thinks differently.
Arsinoe is a liar.
And young Ptolemy?
A witless boy who's been manipulated by a deceitful regent. It's in your interest to set things right.
And why should I choose you over them?
I am my father's successor. The people know this. They will support me.
The people. The people would be quite happy to see you and every last member of this dynasty fed to the crocodiles of the Nile. I'm tired. I'm sure you must be too. You should go to bed now.
Where? Once it's known I'm in the palace, my family will have me killed. There is only one bed that is safe for me. Yours.
I don't think that would be prudent.
Caesar's not known for his prudence. But for his boldness.
This is not necessary. It will not affect my power of decision. I never touch a woman who doesn't wish me to.
Nor will you tonight.
You're trembling. Are you afraid of me?
No. I fear no one.
You've never done this before, have you? Are you someone I can trust?
I am Egypt. And Egypt is yours. For one night only.
We must take immediate steps to restore the people's confidence in their leaders, or Egypt will plunge into anarchy. Agreed?
Certainly. And what better way to achieve the stability than for Caesar to proclaim Arsinoe and Ptolemy
What is she doing here?
She came to see me last night. We had an interesting conversation.
I'm surprised that Great Caesar would discuss anything with Egypt's enemy.
He was eager to learn the truth. How you and Pothinus conspired to get rid of me. How you poisoned our brother's thoughts against me.
Poisoned his thoughts? There was no need for that. Even a mere boy could see what a treacherous, scheming...
You are the one that has betrayed...
Silence! Both of you. You have two very high-spirited sisters.
Caesar, if you would allow me...
Young Ptolemy, as long as your late father continued to pay his debts to Rome, Rome always respected Egypt's sovereignty. You will continue to rule as king, with your sister, Cleopatra, as queen.
This is outrageous!
Furthermore, I have decided that you and Cleopatra will marry.
Never. I will not marry a child.
You are an Egyptian princess. According to ancient Egyptian tradition, royal incest between brother and sister is quite acceptable. However distasteful inbreeding may seem to others. In this case, it will serve its purpose and preserve the unity of Egypt.
Don't pretend you care about Egypt.
I care very much about Egypt. Egypt is a source of great wealth. I will not have you bankrupt the country in a civil war.
What about me?
You can have Cyprus. I'll restore it to the house of Ptolemy.
Cyprus. It's not enough.
Caesar, may I ask...
Pothinus, your services to the king will be rewarded. That will be all. Queen Cleopatra, you may stay.
How could you do that?
I just made you Queen of Egypt.
Am I supposed to thank you?
Understand, I didn't do this out of courtesy, and certainly not out of infatuation. I expect you to bring order to this country and pay your debts to Rome. I am simply ensuring the future of my investment. And the sooner I can get out of this viper's nest, the better.
Viper's nest? You made it so!
I made it so.
Yes, you with your Roman greed and arrogance, blackmailing my father year after year, forcing him to buy peace with Rome. If I would have been ruler, you would have had war instead.
And you'd have lost everything. Learn to be a queen.
I am a queen!
No, you are not. Not yet. You must learn to think like a queen. Strategically. And you start by accepting a joint monarchy with Ptolemy, so we can demobilize his army. My friends, let us all wear the garlands of gladness and celebration. Today, King Ptolemy and Queen Cleopatra have consented to live in harmony as man and wife, and rule as one. With peace and friendship now restored amongst the royal household, there is no longer need for show of arms. It gives me great pleasure to honor and to entrust our most respected friend Pothinus with the task of carrying this great news most urgently to Pelusium, there to disband the royal army and bring the soldiers home in peace. Caesar's personal escort awaits you.
Pothinus cannot be trusted. If you send him to Pelusium, he will take control of the army for his own purposes.
Walk with me. Sometimes it's necessary to strike first, Cleopatra.
It's well you did so.
You're not shocked?
Shocked. Such things as this are not strange to me.
Open negotiations with the Egyptian generals. Send them his head.
Your Majesty, I was not expecting to see you.
You idiot! Why did you let Cleopatra get past you? Alert your warships to set sail for Alexandria. We march at first light. Come on.
Caesar! Caesar!
What is it?
Forgive me, Imperator. Arsinoe is gone. Ptolemy, too. They both vanished from the city.
They've gone to Pelusium.
To Ptolemy's army, to drive us both out of Alexandria.
Assemble my staff at once.
must defend here, here, and here. I'll need more men.
Reinforcements are days away.
We must hold the harbor. Otherwise, the enemy will smash our fleet.
Caesar, the Egyptians are on the march. They will attack by land and sea.
The enemy's numbers are too great. We cannot hold. We will lose all.
Abandon the harbor. We let them into the city.
But there is no way out. If we lose, you lose your empire.
This battle does not have to be fought. Return to Rome, Caesar. You have no choice.
No! If we fight within the walls of the city, we can trap them. All streets lead to the palace square. Destroy them there, Caesar.
You read my mind, Cleopatra. There is always choice, Rufio. We will fight them in the streets, and when victory is within the palm of their hands, we will strike with all our might. My countrymen, you and I have risked all before and won. Now we raise the stakes. The prize is Egypt. Let them in.
those flames. That's my library burning. I have to do something.
No, Your Majesty. It's too dangerous. Rebel horsemen have broken through. We must find somewhere safe, Your Majesty. Your Majesty! Your Majesty! Your Majesty! Are you hurt? Forgive me, Your Majesty. I can't let you leave the palace.
You must help me, Rufio. Our greatest treasure is burning.
Sorry about your library.
Half of it is gone. Half of the world's knowledge. You have a scar here.
It's nothing. I lost 700 men today. It won my greatest victory.
What about Arsino and Ptolemy?
We haven't found them yet. They won't get far.
It's not over yet.
now the sole ruler of Egypt. What do you intend to do?
I will unite this land and bring prosperity back to my country. Egypt's debt to Caesar will be paid abundantly. Where is Arsinoe?
We've taken her prisoner.
And? You had my brother killed. Why haven't you killed her? You are going to keep her, aren't you? And use her against me!
Arsinoe is valuable to me.
She's mine.
No.
Your Majesty. Your Majesty.
Where is she?
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. My orders are to allow no visitors.
I am the Queen of Egypt, and you are in my palace. Now step aside. Are you going to kill me now?
Not just yet. Tell me, Arsinoe, do you grieve for our poor brother?
Do you? He was your enemy as I am.
You made him so!
I was only trying to protect him from you. You who would do anything to guarantee your power. Even turn yourself into Caesar's whore.
I am not his whore! I am his conqueror!
You've given away our kingdom!
You killed our father!
That's a lie!
You tried to poison his mind, turn him against me, and when you wouldn't listen, you poisoned his body! You murdered him!
It's not true. I loved father.
You don't know what love is. You with all your jealousy and greed, your lust for power. You sicken me. But it will end tonight.
If you kill me, Caesar will turn against you. He'll see you for what you really are, a snake and a whore. Do you think Caesar will still want you on the throne of Egypt after he grows tired of you in his bed? Do you? Caesar's whore! Do you?
You went against me. Why?
I had to.
Is it in your blood? Sisters killing sisters, fathers killing daughters.
Is Rome so different? It's over now. I'm putting an end to it before my children are born.
You'll never cross me again. paradise. Thank you for bringing me here.
Why did you resist me?
Because I'm Roman. Because I hate idleness. Because erotic sensuality is a kind of treason.
Then Egypt is conquering Rome, my lord.
I don't care.
Do I make you happy?
Yes.
Look. Egypt's wealth. Your prize. With Egypt's bounty, you could conquer the East. The whole world. You forget I read your mind. Do it. Together. Egypt and Rome. The greatest empire the world has ever known.
Caesar and Cleopatra.
A new dynasty.
I'm pleased to see your ambitions are of such manageable proportions, my queen.
Your queen. And your Roman wife. What of her?
I haven't seen her for years.
Has she given you any children?
I had a daughter, Julia. She died. She's glorious.
No one knows who made her or why.
She's a mystery. Just like you.
She guards the tombs of the dead kings. The pyramids.
Forgotten kings, whose only enduring memory is their tombs and this stone god, crumbling and wasting into the desert sand. Futile. The city of the dead.
Only gods live forever.
I must return to Rome.
No, stay with me here in Egypt.
When I am with you, I lose myself. You have enchanted me, Cleopatra. I must return.
No.
I am determined to conquer and rule this world. I will not leave crumbling stone behind, but a new world order that will change the present and shape the lives of history to come.
King Pharnaces has overrun our province in Pontus. All the Roman citizens there have been killed or castrated.
What else?
Mark Antony sent an urgent dispatch from Rome. Your enemies are stirring up the Senate against you. Brutus in particular.
What's he saying now?
That you've lost interest in the affairs of the Republic, preferring a life of luxury in Egypt.
Luxury! He's right.
Well,
you're pregnant.
Oh, I knew it!
I thought I gave you something to prevent this from happening.
Perhaps I wanted this child.
Why?
Oh, because it will be Caesar's. He'll protect his child, and Egypt along with it.
He'll never be allowed to claim the child. Rome will not tolerate the mixing of Caesar's blood with that of an Eastern queen.
He has already shaken Rome to its foundations. He can do anything he wants. He is a god.
I've known you since childhood. Tell me the truth. Are you plotting strategy, or have you fallen in love?
Perhaps there's no difference.
When will you tell him?
I'm leaving you 3 legions. That'll be enough to keep the peace. Now guard Cleopatra with your life. Let no harm come to her. And make sure she does no harm to Rome.
What are you doing?
Leaving my life of luxury?
Now?
How long do you suggest I wait? I have a war to fight, and I have to remind the Roman Senate who's in charge.
I have to tell you something.
Well, what is it?
I need you here. Egypt needs you.
Egypt will have to wait.
Well, don't you want to protect your investments? I am facing famine, revolts, riots.
You are the Queen of Egypt. I leave that to you.
If you leave me now, you will lose your greatest province. You will lose me.
Cleopatra! I will come back. The gods are not that cruel, but these things must be done. Look, for a brief moment, you and I were alone in the world, but now that moment is over. Rome must be avenged, and my power restored.
May Isis protect you.
Now we all know what happened in Pontus. Roman territories invaded. Roman legions wiped out. Sire! Brutus, speak! Roman women and children slaughtered.
And where is the mighty Caesar?
Dying in Egypt with his foreign queen.
His absence is an outrage.
I object! I object! What? Your disrespect for Caesar is as vile as your seditious chatter, Brutus. How dare you accuse the man who conquered Gaul, who extended the reach of Rome beyond our dreams?
Mark Antony, I would never show disrespect for Caesar's ambition.
But you have never credited his character or his compassion.
Octavius, Octavius, you love your uncle. I love Caesar. But he is neglecting Rome. He is wasting his time in a useless desert province.
I wouldn't call Egypt useless. It was essential to the Roman Empire. Caesar has shamed Rome
by his adulterous behavior.
Thank you, Cassius.
Lies! Whatever Caesar does, he does for a reason. He does for Rome.
But, Antony, how can you ignore his indifference when his fellow countrymen, his fellow Romans, are being butchered? Butchered
Put
in
down
the
this
street.
insurrection in Pontus. Who will avenge Rome? It will not be you and your rhetoric, Brutus. It will be Caesar.
That's very good, Antony. If we can find him!
You have found him. You were saying, Brutus?
The Senate. Welcome home, Imperator.
This man slit his brother's throat over a gambling debt.
Execute him.
This man was drunk and drowned his 4 young children.
His own children. Execution.
Greetings, exalted queen. I have news for you.
Shannon, hire us quickly. Your hands.
He's already got Caesar's strength.
Rufio, I hope you've kept your promise. It would displease me greatly if word of this reached Rome.
Your secret is safe with me, Your Majesty. I have news from Caesar.
It's a copy of his Senate report.
Mardian, he has conquered Pontus.
Is that one from Caesar?
It's an invitation for you to visit him in Rome.
It's not even signed by him. It's from one of his aides. It's more like a summons. He wants me in attendance when he celebrates his victory. Why hasn't he written to me himself?
Well, he does have the whole world on his mind, Your Majesty. Perhaps it was not convenient for him to write you.
Not convenient. Perhaps it is not convenient for me to leave Egypt. Tell his aide I have declined his invitation.
I beg your pardon?
I am the Queen of Egypt. I go only where I want and when it pleases me to do so. You may be excused, Rufio. Next case.
This man assaulted a Roman officer while breaking into a granary.
Oh, execute. Did you say he attacked a Roman officer?
Yes.
What is your name?
Guevarius.
Why did you steal my grain?
Have you failed to notice that your people are starving? Are you blind? No wonder the people hate you. They're your children, but you care nothing for them. You give them nothing but fear. Well, I'm not afraid of you, Queen Cleopatra.
Set him free.
Pardon my intrusion, Your Majesty. This man assaulted a Roman soldier. It's therefore a Roman matter.
Then why was his death warrant brought to me for my approval?
That was a courtesy.
Nevertheless, he had cause. Release him at once. The granary is full, is it not?
To the brim, Your Majesty.
It's full, And the people are starving.
It's being reserved for export to Rome, Your Majesty.
My father's eternal debt to Caesar. It's time to put a stop to it.
No, Your Majesty, no.
Your Majesty! Come away from here! Return to the palace and wait there! I'll handle this!
Wait for what? Another civil war?
I can't protect you here!
Open it! My grain is the people's grain, not the Romans. Come, take it.
If we take it, they'll kill us.
In the name of my unborn child, no Roman shall touch a single grain until the people of Egypt are fed. Commander, withdraw your men. Take it. It's yours. Trust me, I'm not your enemy. Take it. Send for the midwives. Why is this?
There we are. Now, breathe deeply.
Where is he? Bring him to me.
He's small, but strong.
What will you call him?
Ptolemy Caesar.
What?
You can't call him that. Not without Caesar's permission.
I'll name him whatever I choose.
That's a dangerous fantasy. Caesar cannot even acknowledge him as his own son, much less proclaim him as heir.
My dearest queen, you are forcing the hand of the most powerful man in the world.
Are there many people out there?
All of Egypt.
What are you doing? You've just given birth.
My people need to see me.
Here is the Prince of Egypt. Here is the son of Caesar, Ptolemy Caesar. I shall present him to his father. I shall go to Rome.
Queen Cleopatra? Your Highness? Hello?
Who are you?
I'm Mark Antony, the Imperator's Master of the Horse. I apologize for Caesar not being able to greet you personally, but there's delicate business in Rome that he must attend to. He begged me to reassure you of his esteem and affection for your royal person, especially the affection.
Wait for me outside, horse master. Put the baby in a separate litter. Keep him well out of sight. Go.
So how do you like our fine country? Of course, it must be hard to see from inside there. You smell that pine in the air? It's invigorating, isn't it? You know, I used to hunt here as a boy.
What exactly does it mean, Master of the Horse?
It means that I serve Caesar, that I have his trust, and his friendship.
Then you're his servant.
No, I'm a commander in his army. Caesar's villa is yours to use for as long as you like.
Where does he live with his wife?
At a principal house he has in the city, near the Temple of Vesta in the Forum. But this is the house he prefers. Understandably, because it has this. A view.
It looks so peaceful.
Peaceful as a sleeping wolf. It's a dangerous place right now, especially for Caesar.
What do you mean?
The more powerful he grows, the more vulnerable he becomes. Romans tend to distrust a man that sets himself above them.
And you? Do you distrust him?
Me? No, I love him. He is greatness itself. Well, I must be going. Please communicate anything you should require.
When will Caesar come to me?
He's arranged a welcome reception for you tomorrow at his house, before the Triumph Parade. Until then, Majesty.
How dare you send me no letters? How dare you send me your horse master?
What's that?
There's someone I want to introduce to you.
Whose is it?
His name is Ptolemy Caesar, but I've taken to calling him Caesarion.
He's mine. You
a child and you didn't tell me? I never thought I'd have a son. I can see myself.
Will you tell that to Rome?
I cannot claim this child as my own.
But he is yours.
This would do me great harm in Rome. He must remain a secret between us. Promise me. Cleopatra, you must promise me. For now.
The Queen of Egypt.
Welcome to Rome, Your Highness, and to my home. We have all been most anxious to see you. My wife, Calpurnia.
I am honored to meet the wife of the great Caesar.
The honor belongs to me, Your Majesty. Since my husband thinks of you so fondly, how can I not feel the same?
My nephew Gaius Octavius and his sister Octavia. You should get to know Octavius. He's the future of Rome.
Is that true, Octavius?
It's Caesar's legacy that will be the future of Rome.
Or its ruin.
My harshest critic and dearest friend, Marcus Brutus.
You express yourself with remarkable freedom, Marcus Brutus. In Egypt, you would be strangled on the spot.
Oh, it's just Brutus's way.
It's the Roman way. There are no kings here, Your Majesty. You see, all men in Rome are equal. And those of us that love the Republic would like to keep it that way.
Your country has proved to be rich in plunder for my husband.
That's not plunder. Those are gifts I gave freely to Caesar.
Are you sure? They're being displayed as spoils of war.
Queen of Egypt!
What are they saying?
I believe they're saying Caesar's whore, Your Majesty.
Not unlike a plum. It's sliced. There's a striking resemblance to the female.
No, Brutus. Now listen to me. The problem is our calendar's based upon the moon, which makes the year imprecise.
Surely you're not suggesting you want to change the calendar, Caesar?
I want to improve it.
By reordering the very days of our lives, surely that's the province of a god.
The Queen of Egypt.
Time doesn't need your protection, Brutus. Greetings, Queen Cleopatra. We welcome your return. You must forgive our Roman ways.
If the Queen thinks so little of our Roman ways, perhaps she should go back to Egypt.
You have enjoyed the spoils of war. Now let me show you Egypt's greatest treasure. This is your son, Ptolemy Caesar. I lay him at your feet.
Why don't you pick him up? That is not Caesar's son. You have no proof of the matter. Caesar, do not touch him. If you touch him, you claim him.
This is my son. His name is Ptolemy Caesar.
Seems you have a rival, Octavius.
I underestimated you, Cleopatra. Do you know what you've just done? You forced my hand in my own capital.
And what am I? A whore? Happy to bear your bastard son? I am a queen, and Caesarion is your heir.
He is my son. Octavius is my heir.
Octavius is not your flesh and blood.
He is Roman.
I should go back to Egypt, where my son will grow up to have real power and fulfill his destiny.
If he is allowed to. Our son will only fulfill his destiny if Egypt remains free and independent from Rome. Now, that is in my power. Egypt is only free because I wish it so. And you remain its queen solely at my pleasure. Because I fell in love with you.
How much do you love me?
I would lose everything rather than lose you. There's danger here. For you and our son. I'll send Mark Antony to protect you both. He's the one man I can trust.
Caesar, nephew. I'm very troubled.
About what?
The Egyptian queen and that child she has tricked you into claiming as your own.
The child is my own, Octavius.
Caesar, Cleopatra is using you to advance her own fortunes. Everyone can see this but you. And now this child. You have to do something.
Do what, Octavius?
Get rid of him. That child is a threat to you.
My son is no threat to me, Octavius. Neither is he to you. You are my heir in Rome. His life is in Egypt. But if you harm one hair of my boy's head, I'll finish you.
beg your pardon. I'll be very careful, I promise.
You are quite the Dionysian.
When it suits me, Your Highness. It is. I've fought hundreds of men in my time, but I must say your presence disarms me. I envy Caesar.
Fortunate Caesar, then.
Beloved by the gods, to have you as a prize.
When will he come to me? Have you seen him? What's the matter?
Caesarion!
Be safe.
Come.
It was Octavius.
What?
Octavius is Caesar's heir. It was he who tried to kill my father.
Who sent you? Who sent you?
Caesar's fame and his divine capacity for achievement transcend human experience. They are absolute and superhuman. I claim this title as a right. As dictator for life and demigod, I will crush the rebellion in Spain. I will secure our borders in Syria and Africa and encircle the Mediterranean in a ring of iron. Then, my countrymen, we will turn the might of Rome to the east for the conquest of our greatest enemy and for our greatest prize.
What did I say?
Parthia, the glory of Rome, will shine brighter than the sun. Hail Caesar.
Hail Caesar! 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 Hail Caesar!
Dictator for life! A king.
A king. Oh, Caesar. You need to shake yourself free of the pettiness of Roman thought. Claim more, not less. Make them honor you as a god.
No wonder I love you so much. I'm going to claim my greatest prize.
Parthia.
But I'll need your help. We'll conquer it together, Cleopatra. You and I. Egypt and Rome as allies, hand in hand. Do you dare to realize our great dream?
I will always dare, Caesar. But first, you must divorce Calpurnia, marry me, and proclaim Caesarion your heir.
I can't do that. It would finish Rome.
Well, then finish it. Create something new, something greater.
Caesar is Rome. My ambitions are boundless, Cleopatra, but they are Roman ambitions.
Then our dream is a lie. I should go back to Egypt, where I am a queen and a goddess in my own right, and not merely your consort.
No, I forbid it. You must stay with me.
You forbid it? Are you giving me orders?
I didn't mean it like that. I meant it would be to our mutual benefit.
What benefit is it to me? To Egypt? If you succeed against Parthia, I will still be Caesar's whore, and my son will still be his bastard. If you fail, I will have the wrath of Parthia upon my people.
Caesar will not fail. You don't believe me? Don't, do you? Answer me!
Why should I believe anything you say? Should I believe you'll live tomorrow? Or free my land? Or marry me or be a true father? When you can't even see your precious heirs trying to murder our son!
Do not speak against Octavius.
I will speak! I am a mother! I know it in my heart! My child is in danger, our child! The future of Rome!
His future is in Egypt.
His destiny is greater than that. He joins two worlds as your heir.
It cannot be. It will not be.
Then you are nothing to me! Nothing! Caesar! Caesar, where are you going?
Go home, Queen Cleopatra. Go home to Egypt! I will conquer Parthia without you.
In the sacred space of Rome, a statue to his whore. It's preposterous. Such arrogance.
Pity. He used to be strong. Now he's ruled by weakness and indecent pleasure.
He has a son. He will betray you too, Octavius. He listens now only to Cleopatra.
What is it you want from me?
Stand with us against him.
For the good of the Republic, Octavius.
For Rome. I can never betray Caesar. But I won't stand against you.
The gods seem troubled today.
Caesar. Mark Antony Fulvia requests an immediate audience with you.
Go on. Brutus, I cannot and will not support this petition.
Fulvia is not home today.
I'm sure you're mistaken.
No, I'm not.
I am Caesar!
Do it!
Majesty. Something